Hi guys, today we're going to do an example of solving a quadratic equation and where the original is not quite in the form where we need it, so we need to make a substitution first. So here's our example. We got x to the fourth minus 2x squared minus 8 equals 0. In order for us to use the quadratic formula, we need to have it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and we don't have that, so we need to make a substitution so that we can find our answer. We note that this equation has degree 4, so we're going to expect there to be 4 solutions. So if we make a substitution and let u equal x squared, then we can write our original as x squared squared minus 2 times x squared minus 8 equals 0. So when we plug in u for x squared, we get this equation, u squared minus 2u minus 8 equals 0. Now we can go ahead and solve this using the quadratic formula. It does turn out that this trinomial can be factored, but since we're in the quadratic formula chapter, I'm going to go ahead and use that. So it's always a good reminder to see what happens when the trinomial you have can be factored, what happens in the quadratic formula. So it turns out our discriminant, or our number inside of the square root, turns out to be 4 plus 32, which is 36, and 36 is a perfect square. So that's what happens when you have a trinomial that can be factored. The discriminant turns out to be a perfect square. So we get 2 plus or minus 6 over 2. The plus case will give us 8 over 2, which is 4. The minus case will give us negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. And those are the two answers you would get if you factored. But those are what u are equal to, and we want what x is equal to. And since we said that u is equal to x squared, and we found two solutions for u, we have to set each one of those numbers equal to x squared. So when x squared is equal to 4, we take the square root of both sides. Remember to take the plus or minus of the number, so we get our two solutions. From that branch, we get x equals plus or minus 2, or 2 and negative 2. For the other solution, we have x squared is equal to negative 2. When we take the square root of both sides there, we'll get plus or minus the square root of negative 2, which is plus or minus I square root of 2. So we have our 4 solutions. We list them in our curly brackets that denotes a solution set. So our 4 solutions are negative 2, 2, I square root of 2, and negative I square root of 2. Alright, that's all for today.